Greetings and salutations, I'm Keb. Welcome back to this Let's Play of Quality Power 2 as Canada. Let's see now, we are still just trying to set up things. Let's build a few more listening posts. I want to just map out the inner wastes here. We might eventually settle those lads, but for now, let's just do some fog busting. Costs a fair bit, those listening posts, though. So not exactly the best investment, I suppose, but still.
Building complete.
Until we get to the final level of improvements, final tier, I don't really care all that much. I mean, they're gonna be replaced no matter what, so... yeah, you go along the coast here, there's room for another town here-ish. Yeah, he's marching down this way. You can settle one in the middle there, somewhere. Oh, you arrived. Good for you. Yeah.
Construction started.
And these towns will probably never actually be any of any value, since they start out with no infrastructure, no nothing. Still, Chesterfield joins the Empire. And we'll just quickly build a railroad from cobalt. All queues are being built. And there we go. And you sit there. I do wonder if they can spawn a unit in these little one square little tiles there, but yeah. Haven't seen any barbarians for a long time, and the only ones that show up are warriors still, so
Building complete.
not that big of a deal, I suppose. Mass production. Can I sneak by?
As you command. As you command.
Somewhere up here. We'll find a place for a town. Let's see now. Lethbridge will have... Yeah, okay. So let's put they'll have these squares. That will have those squares. Ideally, I'd have plant the city in the ocean tile there, but that's not going to be possible. I'm guessing there then. That should cost coverage enough. Yeah, that seems fine enough. Seems well enough to me. Okay, so now I could make some receptions. And where's the last one? No, that's not you. There you are. Like us! We're not gonna kill you yet. So like us. Okay, Alexandria was out of something to build. My goodness, we have at least 3 settler teams on the ground right now. That brings us to 33. Are we building more? Because we still have room for 2. At least in theory. Currently not. Okay, fine. So we can build 2 more settlers. So guess what, Alexandria?
Construction started.
Not a slaver. Ah, whoops. Settler. And then a factory and an oil refinery and all that fun stuff.
Building complete.
Right, you were gonna found a city?
Construction started.
Yeah, that seems fine.
As you command.
Tecumseh. Tecumseh Sherman. Okay, maybe not. Might as well use the little finicky road we made earlier then, so it doesn't look as ugly. And this one has finally gotten through. Wait a second. Okay, so he's size 16, but he has expanded his border more than Ottawa has. Ottawa is size 18. Just so one of their cities have a much wider circumference here. Yeah, there we go. Ah, hard to click on it since it's within that range. So why can you be that large? You must be larger than 16. I think it's a map update thing. It must be. Oh well.
Building complete.
What was that sound? Did you torch something of mine? There was some kind of weird sound there. Oh. Oh. Oh my, the barbarians took the barbarians took Marsin. That's what happened. Oh my, do I have units anywhere nearby? More to the point, units that I can actually move and seize that town with. Let's see, army manager. Yeah, I think you're infantryman there. I'm gonna go for a little walk. I want to go and see if I can take that town. It would have been funny. You wait for a second. Apparently not a command after all. Yeah, how was I gonna do that? How was I gonna do that? That would be a bit overlappy. This would be less overlappy with Chesterfield, but
Front rows, take aim!
let's do that for now. You're just gonna sit there idle. Of course, the diplomats have nothing to do.
As you command.
So yeah, I was thinking about a city in the middle of there, but that would be a bit overlappy. Still, these would have to grow significantly in order to fill in that gap. So yeah, what the heck.
Construction started.
Gatineau. Gatineau. There we go. They're already connected to the rail as well, so that's fine. And then I can plant him down. Yeah, that seems fine. Any good places for listening post at this point? Yeah. I think I want one down here at the very least. And probably here. I'm kind of thinking that I'm gonna build a city down here somewhere, so we'll fix that eventually. Wait a second, I thought you said range 3. Okay, so it's range 3, but not in a diagonal line because it can't see this square. Okay. That's unfortunate. But that is how it's gonna have to be, I suppose. Yeah. Onwards. So that transport didn't have any zone control issues that I tend to have all the time. Grumble.
Building
Hey, what do you know, a
complete.
barbarian? Yeah, we're gonna settle here.
Construction started.
I'm surprised. I'm not sure how they managed to lose a town to the barbarians up there, but they did. I'm really curious to how they managed to lose that. Did they just send one out without an escort or something? Oh, I clicked away the ship to it, didn't I? You still have things to do. Come on.
As you command.
Move.
As you
Must
command.
explore the ocean. Must spot all the squares.
As you command.
Yes, they definitely lost this town to barbarians somehow. Curious. Curious. And right, there was a barbarian here. Can I get my team over there? Probably not any... Oh yeah, now we have the other problem. This stack is now pretty big. And you can only have so many units in a single square at the same time. So Vancouver has 4 units defending itself, and this one is at 9, has 9 units, which means they can't really get through, because that would be 12 units in a square, and that's too many. So, army manager, we have to ditch at least 1 unit. And that's gonna have to be one of the warriors, and now we should be able to pass through. Yeah, there we go.
They'll never know.
So while we don't have 1 unit per tile, we do have 12 units per tile. You're gonna sit on this little square. Just got it. And actually I don't need you around here. And you can't argue. Okay, fine. You go to this square. And I'll see if I can find that little warrior dude. There you are. You are gonna head up into the mountains.
I will do as you command.
Yes, you will. Okay, a rail link out to Iron River. Why not? He's probably gonna come over here and pillage a road or something.
Building complete.
Hey, feed a wonder. We have discovered mass production as the First Nation. Your manufacturing operations can now take advantage of assembly lines, conveyor belts, and specialized labor forces. For the next 15 turns, you will get plus 5 increase to production output. That's okay. 5% isn't that much, but I'll take it. Sure, mass media. Yeah, you're gonna wait.
As you command.
So you have some squares to the north that aren't explored and some to the south. Let's get the southern ones first. Since they are the ones of the most interest to me, I need to know where the good locations are in case we're going to expand to the ocean floor at some point. Definitely some slavers going around here. Definitely are some slavers going around. Ooh, there's
Building
the
complete.
barbarians. So they must have left the town completely undefended then, in case, since they got conquered by a barbarian like that. It's kind of sad. Kind of sad. Yeah, he's there. He's gonna pillage my railroad, probably. And the other guy decided to go and suicide himself.
Building complete.
And that little fanfare. Yep, he torched the road. Wrong button. There we go. So yeah, I let him do that just so I could get a population, basically.
Front rows, take aim!
So moving artillery back and forth here.
Building complete.
So this is a barbarian town. Let's
Front
see.
rows, take aim!
And okay, so they just spawned a unit, and he just walked out and took the town. Now we retook it. Yeah, fine. Not exactly the greatest town, but I'll take it. I mean, free town. And more importantly, that's going to push the Ottomans back a bit from our frontier. And here, the only reason I let him torch my railroad rather than kill him with local units was so I can hopefully get a slave, and we got one. Yeah, if the barbarians aren't upgrading their unit types, then that's going to be a reasonable choice, I suppose. Okay, now that we took this little town, connect that, get a listening post up and running so that we don't have barbarians spawning down there. As for the city, I think we're gonna go straight into buildings.
Construction started.
I did have some already, apparently. Oh well, okay, Marcin. What are we gonna do next? Did we build a listening post here? No, we didn't, did we? Nah. That's just a warrior in the middle there. No, you know what? I'm thinking it's time to improve some cities again. Halifax, can I do anything near you? Can't build mines, can't terraform the terrain, can't do anything. Can build a trading post on the forest there, so I'll do that at least. It's much the same story with this town. You can have a mine and some farms. And St. John, we're definitely going to build a lot of mines up here. Make you a very productive town. At some point I'll have to terraform things down here so that they'll get food and actually grow, but no rush. Okay, so now we have enough cities. Yeah, we have 34 cities. I believe we still have at least one settler in production. Yes, okay, fine. Alexandria will build a settler, and that's going to be the last one, and that should bring us up to 35 cities. Probably settle down here. Probably. Don't know if there's any other really good location anywhere near. And I don't think they can settle within my borders. I don't think they can do that. They can settle on the border here, but not within, so... So I think we're gonna be safe. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, and especially was outside our borders, so that's why they could settle there. Okay. Speaking of diplomacy, how are they approving of us now? Respect us and they trust us. Dislike us and they trust us. Dislike us and they're vigilant. Okay, so you dislike me. Treaty. Let's sweeten the deal with 1,000 gold. You never know. Nope. They refuse. They trust us, but they dislike us. What about the Persians? Still impressed with the ground reception. Yeah, that's fine. Not willing to be at peace, huh? Oh well. Let's see, which town did we vacate of troops here? Completely forgot. One of the towns lost their defensive units because I was gonna explore. Alright, that was the that was Cobalt, I think. Yes. Okay. Cobalt, you're gonna need more defenses than a factory. Perfect. So much gold and I still am not really using it.
Building complete.
Mass media is done. Okay. Advanced naval tactics. And Regina finished their queue. I think they have sufficient defenses. Yes, they do.
Construction started.
So you get your production up and running. Okay, so now I can do infrastructure and convert all the town's production into public works. That's good. That's going to be useful eventually. Okay, that's just a blank square, not one we haven't discovered. That's that mapped out. You just sit right there. That's gonna be closer to where barbarians might spawn. Let's see, St. John's, yes, you're the one we were trying to improve, get some mines up and running in St. John's. How much would they cost? My. Mountain mines, very expensive apparently. Guess we'll wait.
Building complete.
Okay, now that the Southern Ocean mapped out, just a little bit to go now.
As you command.
Almost completely. We've almost completely mapped out the ocean. That's nice.
Building complete.
Looks like Alexandria's settler has been finished. Group all... No, not all units. Oops. Not what I wanted at all. You guys, out. And the rest of you, I'm gonna march down here-ish. That's gonna be the last city we build for until we get another level of government. So, yeah. And I want to see how much these cost. And if the map wasn't so blastedly bad aligned here, I might have been able to see it. 1200, okay. So that's another 2, and we can't afford more than that yet. 1200, and we can get this final mine there. Then St. John's will be an extremely productive town.
Building complete.
What? But we didn't have a promise treaty for... for Pete's sake. Fine. But we didn't have a treaty with them to withdraw. That expired, I believe, but ah well. Skeet happens. Shite happens. We're gonna build some infantrymen.
Construction started.
Because we didn't have enough defenses. Then factories and food silos and oil refineries and anything to speed up production. And then just about every other building you can. There, now Halifax will be busy forever. And I just want to plant the last mine. There we go, St. John's is done. What do you know?
Incomplete.
Not a barbarian. Sure, air bases. It's a good thing they're still only warriors and not something that actually hurts. I mean, that army isn't exactly up to date. Come on, barbarians. Take this town too, would you please? I mean, if they don't have any defenses whatsoever. Did you hear a sound there?
Building complete.
But I don't think that was barbarian capture. I think that was some other form of capture. Not sure. So that leaves your little town here. So yeah, the river I kind of want. But I also kind of want to secure territory. Don't really know if this square is worth going all the way south there. Building a coastal town would also be nice. You know what, we're gonna go there. Right on the corner there. That seems like the best place. And that we're gonna settle next time. It's time for a break. So, as always, thank you for watching.